All right, here we go. We should be live. I don't even have this open on the side just yet. What's good, people? 2024 movies. What's my 2024s? I kind of got these in the way. This is the 2024. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. I just wanted to mention some of the new movies that were coming out and what I was looking forward to and see what you guys are looking forward to, if anything. Um, Looking over here, the critical drinker. He's like the number one film critic at the moment across YouTube. Um, he doesn't really he does really great essays and stuff like that, right? On YouTube about the different films, and he was just saying no one asked for all these films writing through here, but they're coming out. Um, Marcus Flemings, he's a filmmaker, and he's his channel is blowing up, and he just got these ads and every. I already had this top. Here we go with more stuff. Oh man, can't get right past these ads. Yes. Anyway, where the heck is it at? I want to show. Well, it didn't have it's the wrong video for it. But Marcus Flemings though, his channel, he's a filmmaker, film essays, filmmaking tips, screenwriting tips, films, and does film reviews and film essays, and he's got his channel's gonna blow up. He's probably gonna be one of the biggest names on YouTube for doing the film essays and stuff because he comes from a professional environment of it. He comes from that background that he has is going to be really instrumental to talking about the films and how they go. So that's going to be neat to see his channel continue to grow. And every one of his videos has these massive amount of views on it already. When he puts things together, and has some really good topics on everything. So shout out to Marcus Flemings. Asked him if I could, shout him out this morning, and he said yes. And Critical Drink has been getting around on the YouTube a lot. Zach Mine talks movies. I love his videos. I missed his video last night with Zach Attack and Zach Mine. But he was getting into the Chris Stuckman controversy. It's a film reviewer, Chris Stuckman, and he didn't want to review Madam Web because it was trash, and he didn't want to diss the movie because he felt like it would be dissing the people that made it, which is that it's his channel, so he can do whatever he wants. But then if you're supposed to be doing, if you are a film critic and that's what you want to put yourself out as, then just criticize the film itself, not the people. You don't have to criticize the people behind it unless that's also what you wanted to bring up, like if they were inexperienced or whatever the critique may be. So anyway, it's just a lot of stuff like that going on. We check in with the chat real quick and see if anyone's here this morning. I'm on the wrong screen. This is my screen. Chance with Collectibles. Good morning. How you living, Chance? I was just gonna be taking a look at just the different movies that were coming out and describe what one I wanted to watch. Well, there's the 2025. Well, here's the 2024 stuff that I was looking at, and I got my little list over here on the side of some of the things I was looking forward to seeing, which was off the bat, I want to see the Fall Guy. I like the TV series. They're coming out with the Pop Tart movie. Um, I don't know if it's supposed to be about the documentary about 1963 and when Mr. Bill Post, who I got his autograph before, he just passed away last week, and they're making the movie about his real life. But it's Jerry Seinfeld in it, so I'm not sure if they're going to take a whole lot of liberties. They probably will, and maybe it's just going to be a comedy, and then they might not even mention Mr. Post. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if they're going to take it and just make light of everything, or if they're going to do a good job or what. No telling. But am looking forward to seeing it. And then if they let me down like that other movie let me down, the one that was called The Flaming Hots, about the supposed to be the true story of the Frito Lay's with the flaming hot chips, and none of that story was true at all that they put on the screen. All of that was phony. That was kind of disappointing. So they might do the same thing with the Pop Tart movie, but we'll see. I hope they put some real stuff in there. The Watchers. So M Night Shyamalan has two movies coming up. All right, The Watchers and Trap. And I don't think they have the poster for either of these going on, but just yet. Let me check and see. Doom Part Two is out now. Spaceman and Megamind Part Two, which is gonna be only streaming. So I'm gonna check out some of these. I'm just not really, I probably will check out all of these movies, but I'm not really, overly excited for anything that 2024 has to offer. I'm gonna be taking the babies to go see Kung Fu Panda Part Four. Um, this is some kind of huge. I mean, no, well, not this one. The Exeter, Texas might be a small film, and I like small films. I wanted to see. I kind of want to see this Cabrini at the theater. We'll see if I get to getting around to that Exeter, Texan. A lot of stuff that I watch is like the smaller movies. This Irish Wish, I'll definitely check out that. But I like to watch a lot of smaller movies with zero expectations going in and just go check them out. This Arthur the King movie looked a lot like it was Benji, and I recall that Benji weekly wrap up is in here. And Ronan, appreciate you guys. No, I'm just over here talking about the movies they're getting ready to come out. So I'm gonna be watching this. But yeah, not too many things. I mean, a lot of this stuff I'll watch. So I'll watch all of it, but nothing that I was really hyped up to see. The only things I'd say that I'm really excited for are these ones in through here: Fall Guy, Pop Tart movie, Watchers, and Trap by M Night Shyamalan. I'd like to see what he's got this time. Sight. I'm not sure what Sight is about, but it sounded. I think the director or whoever's behind it sounds interesting. And then, the kids and I will want to see these Karate Kid and Sonic 3 movies. So I'm excited to go check those out as well. And, anything that's the smaller movies, that's definitely what I'll be watching for mostly. Godzilla and King Kong. Godzilla minus one was my favorite movie of last year. And they keep advertising a lot of this Monkey Man. The next year we have Dog Man coming out. So the 2024 doesn't really have uh, that much coming out that's got me amped up for it. And there's a bunch of these unnecessary remakes that are getting ready to come out, and I'm definitely not looking forward to those. Now, I would say that I'm not one of those people that says that remakes are always bad because um, from my perspective, I've been watching the movies that came out since 1900, and there were films that were that came out that you might not realize are actually remakes to this day. Films that came out in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s, and they got remade several times in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s, or whatever the time period might be. So I'm not one of those that say that all remakes are bad. There's a lot of remakes that are really good, like Father of the Bride, for example. Father of the Bride Part 1 and Part 2. Father's Little Dividend that came out in 51 is excellent. Absolutely excellent. Father's Little Dividend, if you ever get a chance to see that. But I'm a real film buff. I got my start with the Edison films and the talkies, back in the 20s. So I'm all the way through, all the way up to the present. They got the part two, the Rebel Moon, coming out. So let me know, I guess, in the comments or the chats what you're looking forward to seeing this year. Mainly, I'll be watching out for the smaller films. I know there's bound to be something that surprises me. Beverly Hills 4, of course, is probably the biggest thing that I'm looking out for this year, and I hope it's going to be good. But it may or may not be. And then any of the little cartoony kids, that's what I'm gonna be watching with the kids, of course. Let them check it out and see how that goes. Let's see what we got. Dune 2 is gonna blow up this weekend. Weekly wrap up. Did you like the new version of the Dune? And Dune 2 is the only movie I'm hyped up to see, said Ronan. Sonic 3, Monkey Man. Yeah, they've been advertising that a lot. Civil War. I mean, anything that's got maybe the predictive programming. Blake said he's excited for what's that? Deadpool Part 3. Yeah, that the Deadpool Part 3 will be a big one. So I mean, I'll watch all of these films. I'm not saying I won't watch them. It's just the ones that I'm most excited to see. Um, it's kind of it's a little different, and a lot more of the smaller films is what I'll be looking forward to. Let me check out the 2025. 2025 has me excited though. 2025 looks like it's gonna be interesting. The Woman in the Yard. The team behind this already sounds pretty neat. I liked House of Wax and stuff. I'm sure, and Run All Night and all that, all the stuff that they've been putting out. So The Woman in the Yard is something I'll be watching for. It might have that smaller feel to it, especially since it's coming out in January. Guy Ritchie has been knocking film after film out lately. This one with Jake Gyllenhaal, Henry Cavill, um, Bardem, Stevens. Love this dude in Early Edition. Love this dude in Early Edition and also in Short Circuit. So Guy Ritchie, man, this probably gonna be a fun film. It's probably he's been knocking them out. Mickey 17 sounds kind of interesting too. I'm gonna go and watch that probably. And Dog Man is an animated film. I'm gonna be definitely watching all these ones right in through there. Captain America: Brave New World. I'm interested to see what they do with it. It's got Harrison Ford. Now I heard that online, and I don't know if it's true or not because I might have been on a messed up site, but they said that Schwarzenegger was gonna cameo in this movie too. So that kind of gives me those um, those old school '80s vibes right there. I'm kind of that's getting me hyped up for Captain America: Brave New World. That might be really nice if they do it right. Which I was a fan of Civil War. I don't know about you guys, but I was a big fan of Civil War. I thought that was a lot of fun. What's up, baby boy? Yes, sir. Deadpool and Wolverine will be big, and Deadpool 3 remakes are gonna kill the theaters as well. The remakes, yeah. There's a lot of remakes that are unnecessary. That like what was the remake that they made most recently that was really messy? It's been a couple. Hold up, I got misplaced over here. Oh yeah, my 2025s. Oh man, I'm over with the Smurfs. They come out with Smurf stuff nonstop. I don't want to bother with these Smurfs. Unbreakable Boy, I don't know. That might not be my cup of tea. Snow White definitely won't be my cup of tea. It's coming. They sticking it out in March. Now, did you see this though? Everyone in the chat, did you see Minecraft is coming soon? Jared Hess, he's Napoleon Dynamite and all that stuff. Nacho Libre, Gentlemen Broncos, which was one of his Stranger films. Um, he's doing Minecraft, so they got a quirky type director. Um, the two most quirky directors you could think of out there right now, like is Jared Hess and Wes Anderson. They both have their own unique, quirky style. But Minecraft, I wonder if that. I hope they do a real good job with it because I like this new wave that we're entering into now. This new phase where we're basically getting done with the superheroes, the superhero fatigue, and we're moving into some video game stuff. There's a lot of things to explore in the video game world with the video game films that could be made. Just some excellent, excellent stuff out there. If they just follow the canon. If they follow the recipe, they couldn't go wrong. I know they won't do it though. They'll always mess up just like they did with the superheroes. But if they would follow the recipe on some of these games, some of these video games have these interesting, unique stories to them and they would make like a Metal Gear Solid, like Canon Hotep and I were talking about like the Metal Gear Solid and the Ghost Recon. I mean, there's so many elements and areas to explore that have that kind of Tom Clancy feel to them, so it'd be really fun. But anyway, those are the films I'm looking forward to. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Later.